What is happening, music lovers? Severo here from Severo Music Studios. Welcome once again. Thank you for tuning in. I am very pleased to have a good buddy of mine who actually we haven't actually met before, but been chatting for probably months.
Quite a bit.
He is a resident not too far from me. You can find him on many platforms. Guys, let me introduce you to
FAB. How are you guys doing?
known as FAB.
Yeah,
Full title right here.
There it is.
So how you doing, man?
Yo, man, I'm good, man. It's good to be here. I love the energy. I love what you got going on here. Everything is so dope.
I had to give him a quick tour before we got started, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So yeah, I'm glad to be here, bro. Glad to be here.
So tell me, how long have you actually been in the game?
Oof, music.
Well, what kind of what kind of artist would you regard yourself as?
An artist with carters. Well, bro, I'm very flexible. I can go in from obviously known as SA's fastest rapper, so I go from rap to vocals. I do it all. You know, when you're starting out in studio, you can't exactly just source out a musician for this and you know, vocal wise. So I used to do my own backing and all that type of stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm an all-rounder, I guess, except for instruments. You know, unless beatboxing counts, but I'm limited in my skill set when it comes to that.
Right, give us a C sharp there. Yeah.
I'm there.
So, so regarded as SA's fastest rapper, you failed to mention that in our conversations.
Oh,
when did that title come about?
A couple years ago, People magazine voted me as such. I guess what happened was the lady...
Is that what you were actually aiming for? Or is that just something they're like, hey...
Hey, you know what? I sent my demo through, trying to just get an article going. So I sent the EPK through to them and that. And then what occurred was she was like, "Yo, I don't think anything this quick has ever come our way. So I think it's probably safe to say you're SA's fastest rapper." I was like, well, I never thought of that, but yo. Yeah, let's run with that.
I like that. You know, I like that because people give titles to themselves. They're like, you know what?
True. And you know what? There's always someone else out there, so you can't just like, hey, in your room decide, hey,
exactly,
I'm the quickest of the lot based on.
You don't choose your nickname, you know.
Nah. So yeah, I don't really trade on it, man. That happened. I was dubbed that, but yeah, I'm just Fab. I'm a musician. There's plenty of other quick musicians, and I love that. I love hearing it and sometimes even working with them. There's a guy here, Cape Town, Crowbars, lovely guy, lovely artwork that he's got going on there, man. So yeah, man, I look forward to crossing paths with these guys and seeing where we can mix and mold together. Yeah?
So what kind of which generation of rappers did you come from?
Ooh.
If we can talk that.
Oh man, you're getting deep on this podcast.
Hey dude, listen. I feel like we're not too far away. I'm an old soul, you know what I'm saying?
It's probably
I stopped listening to the real rap past 2007. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you a hint of where I come from. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't rhyme like this. Yo, some of them try to rhyme, but they can't. So it's just miggity mac, daddy. So it's just miggity mac. I'll make you wanna jump crisscross. Right, there you go. Another one. Please send number to phone me now. They blow down me door. Break up our room through my window, so they put me in the robotical at the station. From that point on, there is a destination, so the destination region is the tension. Whether my pants look up my part, I'm so informer. You know, say that I miss no me, I go blame. I licky boom boom down. Those kind of guys, and then of course Bone Thugs as well.
That was totally off the cuff, ladies and gents. Nothing like that has happened before, man. Now you can see the caliber that this guy is working with.
Yeah.
So you come straight from that latest of the 80s, early 90s kind of thing.
That's it, yeah. Early 90s, I would say. But it would be very wrong for me to not mention POC, man, because that's where a lot of it came from for me. And I was PE born, so POC was kind of like the ripples reached all the way to Port Elizabeth, and we were fortunate enough to have the TDKs there, man. But he brought the TDK, so POC, bro, and I'm telling you, POC was like as a colored rap group.
Yeah.
Centerfold, Huisgenoot, and you, and things like this. And this was like, I've never seen this before, man. So it was like, yo, who's this guy on the decks? How is he scratching with his heels? This was already D at the time.
Yes.
And he's back to fronting on the deck. Stuff like that. I was like, whoa, it can be done. That was
TikTok
like
generation, you'll never understand, you know?
Yeah, you know, unless of course maybe Reddy's got TikTok and he's on there, it's possible, because he's still on Good Up, he's still doing his thing and that. But yeah, man, these are the backgrounds.
The heydays are gone, you know?
Yeah, the heydays are gone. Yeah. But yeah, man, those guys, they were captivating for me, man.
So with you and your rapping and the way it has now, like how long ago do you think you start? And did you do what other rappers sometimes fall off of? Did you move with the times?
Huh.
It's a very tough thing. Some are contemporary that they can stand the test of time. Eminem, for example, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm shocked you throwing these questions out of me with so much discernment, man. And you didn't even write them down. I'm like, where's this guy's book?
This is how it's real, ladies and gents. This is not just. So how old are you? Where did you come from?
Yeah. No, it's not the typical stuff. That's for sure. Because I'm reaching, man.
By musicians, for musers, and the people who appreciate it. One rhythm, one life. You know what we're saying.
Appreciate that. So to answer that very awesome question, look. The art that I just came up with over there, man, with the snow and the bone thugs, that's where it started for me. I was gigging even then on a very local scale. No speakers, no microphones.
Right.
Guys used to come and fetch me. My auntie doesn't believe that you can rap like snow. She said she's got chocolates. Come and rap for us. So I'm standing in front of the Days of Our Lives going on in the back there. They switch it for Days of Our Lives. Standing there, listen for me, you better listen for me. You know, and then they throw in the chocolates at me. So I was like getting paid for gigs, like with chocolates and stuff, but like as a kid, man. And then the other uncle would then hear about it. He wants to see it. He's got some jelly tubbies and all this stuff. You know, that type of stuff, bro. So that's how long it has been for me where I've been actually rapping. I mean, I rap
Days of Our Lives, you can date back.
Dude, Stefano Demera, okay, I'm sure he's probably still playing somewhere. But the point being, it's been that long ago, man. So, a good couple of 2 decades, 2.5. Okay, yeah.
Alright, and who do you think your kind of music really appeals to?
Well, I would say to everyone, bro. Everyone. I mean, I've had Chuck D from Public Enemy play my song in NYC on his podcast, right?
Chuck?
Things like that. I've been in contact with Tupac's Outlaws Young Noble. I got that guy back and forth on the DMs on Instagram. Yeah, you know what I mean? So like, I would say there's reach, man, with enough just boost, with enough power, and you know, it takes a few small things to ignite the good fuse, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I would say to everyone, but what I'm focusing on right now is doing a little bit of local music. I got a track now that I'm busy pushing out there. It's called Lekke and Kaap. So really, truly, I'm more driven towards that type of thing at the moment.
And is it a Afrikaans kind of thing?
It is. It's mixed up. Ek sien jou meisie lekker jy lekker met die bubbles in jou kop, met hy skin tight, met die skirt lekker toppie top, just op het op met 'n bietjie blush, just op die corner elke dag staan en lekker lag. That type of stuff, you know what I mean? So very local.
Nice. That brings me back to like the days of almost like Funny Kaap. Not Brasse Funny Kaap, but there's the group Funny
Kaap. And again, POC has got a lot to do with where that stems from. You know,
I love that. The old stuff is coming through. It's like that. If I can reference Bruno Mars, I mean, he's in the new school, but he's bringing back the goodness of Motown. You know what I'm saying?
The 70s back.
We are here because of those days. Gotta understand.
Absolutely.
Now, tell us about some of your performances, right? Now, I don't want to say just like what's been your greatest, whatever. I want to say what was maybe one of your worst moments. Did the mic sometimes die on you? Come on, give us one.
I feel like you went and Googled some of my stuff. The worst thing ever happened to me. I was at a gig in Severo called Jabalani Mall, and I'm on stage there, bro. And these guys are DJing, and I start rapping. I do a song called Ghetto. But the people take so well to the song, and they had barricades in front of the stage, like a few meters further from the stage. And these guys started hopping those barricades closer, right? And I'm thinking, this thing is really going down. I'm about to jump down to by this barricade. Poop, they cut my sound, bro. It's like, no, it's a power drop. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to get into that whole thing again. But it was popular people at the time that was running the decks, and 2 minutes later, I'm off the stage and they just ran the next act. Wow. But the power's back. I'm like, whoa. there's two occasions like this, man. I did another big show at in Joburg. It's not gonna mention the show's name, but anyway, it's big. It goes down in Joburg town, and dude, I'm supposed to rap here. I got 3 tracks. I'm gonna go. It's boom. It's gonna happen. Right, I'm waiting all day. I'm seeing the likes of Casper Vest come through and all these guys. They pull up late and then they perform. I'm still waiting. At that point in time, so it's like 7 o'clock already, and I'm like, yo, am I gonna go on? Yeah, but we're not gonna play your CD though, so you can just do like a cappella.
Oh,
this is a full crowd. I'm talking about like maybe 2,000 people there, bro. It's like a sea of people. I go out there, I'm like, I try and rap my track with no beat because I'm an artist to the core. If this is what it is,
sure.
But there's professionalism too.
Yes.
I should have been professional enough to say, you know what, I waited all day, but that's a point I can't go beyond.
What, do they not have CD facilities or what?
Bro, what
year was this?
How if everyone's performing? What do you think they performing to? You understand what I'm saying?
No, but what year was this?
No, this was back in the day. This was a good 5-6 years ago. Everybody was pulling up with their CDs and doing their thing. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So obviously I do the a cappella. People are like, no, bring Casper.
Oh, wow.
They don't want none of that, bro. They doing their things, man. They want the beat right now. It's throbbing right through it. So yeah, those are the 2 horrible moments for me.
Yes, and there's the truth of us, ladies and gents. We've both been in this for over a decade or 2. I'm getting close to 2 decades of doing this professionally. Don't ever think that you're not gonna have a bad gig. Don't ever think you're gonna have a really bad gig. It happens to everyone, and how you get up from that is what really builds your character.
Absolutely, character is important. And what I will off the back of that, I want to say, you know, a common thing with artists is the ego. But in this business, man, you better off like putting your ego in your pocket or under your shoe soles. Because you're going to have some moments where your character will be tested, and that's the most beautiful thing. How you come out of that, you're building character now. But if you're running on ego, you're going to be bruised.
Speaking of like the positive message and all that, just the message alone, what kind of songs have you done maybe in the past, say 5 years or so? And what kind of message do they carry? Did you have just some feel-good songs? Did you have songs with a deeper message? Tell us a bit about your range and how you think and how your songs kind of come about.
I always try to stay colorful with the narrative of my music, right? So I'll have a song called Ghetto, similar to Lekke and Kaap, but it's just 2 different languages. But Ghetto would be about being in the ghetto, coming up from the ghetto and elevating and what it's like, what's the ghetto like. And then I'll do a song like when my mom passed away. The song is called Song for Mom. That's a more in-depth type of thing. And then I'll do a song called Masterpiece, which was what the album was called. And then that's more about really painting the picture of the lyrical skill. It's quick, it's going on, it's choppy, it's like the Bone Thugs vibe. Aptly titled Masterpiece. So that's how I work it. I'll do something that goes broad, but there's gotta be a systematic narrative to it. So it's not just track number 4. We don't have a track. Hey, we're gonna rap about this box. I've been sitting in my socks on this box and I'm coming through the locks and boom boom, and that's the other track, because we're just gonna fill up the album.
I know some albums have just fillers.
But I try and stay away from it.
No, I wasn't saying I'm for or against. I just understand how that has occurred in history.
It takes place.
But we're living in a different time nowadays, ladies and gents. There's no albums anymore.
Yes.
So we're living in the release of single.
It's digital, bro. It's
single-based society now. Our industry, single-based industry. Now, last question I have, and it's the one I always ask every artist before we conclude, is what kind of message do you have to maybe the aspiring artists out there sitting on something that they've always wanted to do but just can't create that first step? What kind of message do you have for ones who are maybe in the industry but not maybe getting what they want?
I saw a guy on I think it was Yo DV's name was Speedy, and something he said that day stuck with me through life, bro. It's a simple
I
thing.
still remember this. Okay.
He said, you know, follow music, do it for the passion, do it for the love and all this, but always remember one thing: this game is not promised. You know, and that is the truth, bro. I've told you stories now where I'm ready and I'm thinking my stuff is about to pop off. I'm on radio, so there's no way they can drop me out on a gig and they cut the sound. Okay, this thing is not promised. So if you're doing it, do it for the soul, do it for the love, do it for the passion, right? Keep doing it. Make a way to do it, but be realistic. I'm not gonna say you have a backup plan, but you can do it like this is the only thing you want to do, but also exist in normal life, bro. You need to work, you need to be in business, you need to be doing things to be able to just pull up at the gig. It takes petrol to just get here, so how are you gonna get that if you're just doing free exposure gigs? You know, so you know, structure yourself as a functioning human being in society. That's the best. That's the best thing I could say.
Right.
Yeah.
So almost like be a realist. When you're saying like this game is not promised, is that you may think however much you think this one may be a banger, but I mean it's not guaranteed on all platforms. And also when you do get that exposure and stuff, it's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
So no, you know, more than working hard, work smart.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gents, but this is obviously not all that we're gonna hear from Fab today.
Fantastic.
Here to perform one of his singles now.
Sure.
What are we hearing now?
Let's do Lekke in Kaap for the people. We're in Cape Town right now. It's Lekke in Kaap.
And you say this one is coming out? Or is it
this one's getting all my attention right now. So I'm pushing radios. I'm doing all the stuff. I'm trying.
Exclusive. You heard it here first in Severo Music Studios. This is Fab. What?
Lekke in Kaap.
Here we go.
Is toch te lekker in die kaap, ja. Hey, is toch te lekker in die kaap. Is toch te lekker in die kaap. Ons vat de drive van Grassy Park door strand, ja. Is toch te lekker in die kaap. Is toch te lekker in die kaap, 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 ja. Hey, toch te lekker in die kaap. Ik zing jou meisie lekker J, lekker met die bobbels in jou kop. Met die viesnet, miniskirt, lekker toppie tof. Jy sop het op met een bikkie blush. Op die corner elke dag staat en lekker lach. Nou ek slang, ek is nervous, moet ek bietjie wacht. Maar kyk jy worry is die story wat maar sy vandag. Want ek so proudly call it, hate it and love it. If you see it, you want it. As die ouwens hana vertel hulle van Joanna. Is jy lus vir a beakus? In jou bene en jou niere, ek's mysterious. John is gepakt vir satisfaction en biggie action. Ek sing jou chommy at the gap, maar sy is vol passion. Lekker ketting op jou nek, baby girl gangster. Los haar window shopper uit, hy's a window wemster. Young Park, the Grassy Park en Mitchell's Plain, never feel pain. It's a city for lekker wijn, jou lekker bakke wijn in die Kaap, ja. Ey, toch te lekker in die Kaap. Ons vat de drive van Grassy Park, de strand, ja. Is toch te lekker in die Kaap. Is toch te lekker in die Kaap, ja. Is toch te lekker in die Kaap. Is toch te lekker in die Kaap, ja. Hey, toch te lekker in die Kaap. Je los je lightie bij jou auntie, want he's ready voor die party. Ankelijn, ik ga jou droppen, jou chommies, het maak je zaakjes, whatever baby, is het nou. Een lekker leefje om te houden en om te lekker klauw. En ik is lekker lust voor jou, kijk wat maak ik nou. Ik zou sommen met jou chommies in die video. Want ik zou ballen baby, one in a million. Als die bij is zo sek, jij speelt voor boeikjes en voor spekjes met love. Bijs op jou nekje J, ik zing eens moe gesukkel. Nou use your chommies baby, los die wankel. En POC het gezegd, ons allemaal sukkel. Ons moet pakken, schrikken, wakkel om elkaar te jaap, soos die tyd verby sta. In die Kaap, check jou wekke is lekker. Ja, soos 'n krekker, soos 'n engel op jou top sit. En wee, ja, baie lekker J. Laat sakkie tak en laat ons party, kom ons nou voorbij. Want is so lekker in die Kaap. Is toch te lekker in die Kaap. Ons wat de drive van Grassy Park op strand, ja. Is toch
Yo
te lekker in
guys,
die
this is
Kaap.
Fab. Also doing my track here at Severo Studios. I had a wonderful time. Check out the new single Lekke in Kaap. You will find it soon. You can catch me and follow me on Instagram at Fabriazo_Langford. That's where you will be at, and that's where I'll be at. And remember one thing, I follow back. But also remember this last thing, one rhythm, one life.